Hello guys, welcome. Increasing array. You are given an array of integer n. Okay. One array is there which is of n size. You can modify the array so that it is increasing. Every element is at least as large as previous element. On each move, you can increase the value of any one element by one. What is the minimum number of move required? Okay. Oh, my college is KCC Institute. College. KCC level. Okay. So what I want is that whatever the current element is, that element is greater than previous one or equals to previous one. So I have to check that how many operations I have to perform at least to make all element equal or either in a increasing order. Okay, I have 3, 2, 5, 1, and 7. Now here, if I see 3, 3 will be less than 2. So I have to make 2 greater than equals to 3. So I required one operation at least. So will I require one operation or two operation? I require two operation because here it is given in the question that I can increase the any value by 1. So basically, if I want that here 2 is present, I at least required one operation. So there will be 3. Now the next element is okay, when I reach up, okay, first I will stand on this position. This I don't have to increase the value of that zeroth index. And when I reach up to the first index, I see that there will be so if I subtract or if I take the absolute difference between the two element, I will know that how much operation I have to require to make both element equal. So the absolute difference between 3 and 2 is 1. So basically I need 2, sorry, 1. So basically I need one operation to perform. Okay, so I will get one operation. Now, when I see this 2, it will convert it into 3. I see that the next element is greater, so I don't have to perform any operation. Now, when I reach up to 5, I see the next element is greater. I don't have to perform any operation when I reach there. So I will start it from this position, right? So I will start from 2 and I will see that if 2 is smaller than previous value, so previous value is 3. So if previous value is 3, then I will find the absolute difference between the two elements. So I will get 1. So basically I need at least one operation to make both element equal. Now I reach up to 5. I see that previous element is smaller, so I don't have to perform any operation. Now I see that I will get 1 and the previous element, which is 5, which is greater than the current element. So that's why I have to find the absolute difference between the 5 and 1. I will get 4. So the absolute difference will be 4. So basically I need, because in this question, it is not asking for new array, it will only ask for the minimum moves. So I don't have to transform my array. I only have to find the absolute difference between the two elements if the current element is smaller than previous one. So I got 4 here, and now I will see. mm, I will see that 7 is there and the previous element is smaller. So I don't have to perform any operation and I will get it equals to 5. So answer will be fine. The actual answer is also 5. Okay. So what I will do is I have to take input, I have to take the array elements also, and now what I will do, I will start a loop which will start from 1 and goes till whatever the size. And there is answer. I will create a variable called moves, which is initially 0. And now I will find the absolute difference between the two elements only if num psi is what? If num psi is smaller than nums I minus 1, then I will find the absolute difference between the two elements. So I have to put here, wait. So it's nums. I'll find the absolute difference between the two elements when the current element is smaller than previous one. And moves is equals to absolute difference between the two elements, nums of I minus nums of I minus 1. And I have to, because I have to add it again and again, I will write it plus here and I will print whatever cout is. Cout answer. Cout. Hmm. So let's check if this will work or not. So there is only one test case. I have to remove this also. 5 and then 3, 2, 5.7. Yeah, I got 5. Increasing array submit. The file also not. I got wrong answer on some cases. Correct answer is 31 and I got 21. Hmm. When initial value is okay. I have to see the constraint also. Then what is the constraints? It's 10 is to power 5 and it is 10 is to power 9. Hmm. I will take, I think so, take long. Yeah. And second thing I have to do is that I think so. First one is 1000. Suppose if I consider this area, consider 100, 1. Now, according to this logic, what I see is that one is my current element is smaller than previous one. So it means that I have to increment the moves. So total moves required is 99. Now I see that these both all are equal, but what actually happen is this will become 100 now. This will become 100 and now the difference will be 99. Now again 99, again 99 and again 99. Because if this both will become equal, then I have to make this equal to the previous element, na? Right. So this, I think so I have to do this. Nums of I is equals to absolute difference of whatever the value. And now just I will check what arrays form for index. Nums, you know, okay. So there is 5, and I got 3, 2, 5.7. I got 1 here. Mm, why I put this? I don't know. You may increase the value of element by 1. The minimum move number of moves required. What's gone wrong? Mm, I got 5, but my test case will be filled in this code when I got this as an addition. Just copy it. I got this as an answer. Why I got this answer? Because of what the actual answer is. Actual answer is little bit larger. Maybe because of I got I got 9,999 because of this, because I found the difference between these two elements. And I got 9,000 or something 99999. And after that, when I reach up to this index, the difference between both are equal. So I think so absolute value is not counted. And that's why I got this answer. But I think so as I find the difference, then I will make this element is equals to this particular value. And now find the difference between these. So I think so. Let's see. Let's see. What I will do is I put num size equals to not the absolute difference equals to nums of I minus 1. If nums I is lesser than nums I minus 1, I will put it equals to lesser than or equals to. I'll put it equals to nums I minus. And then after that I will perform but wait but wait while moving forward and updating the array, I have to count that what is. So suppose if this is the value, right? If this is the value, and rather than this much large, this is 199. Okay, I got. So what I have to do is that I see that current element is lesser than previous one, so I need 99 operations to make both element equal. So I perform it and I put it equals to 100. And now when I reach up to this index, okay. So before putting, what I will do is just calculate the moves required. So move plus equals to absolute difference of nums of I minus nums of I minus 1, I think so. And after that, I will just change the original and copy this. Oh, I got the right answer, yeah. Hmm. Wait, will this work? Will this work? Will this work? Yeah, it works. It works. Now let's see the next question. Counting divisors. Given a, it asks you to report for each integer the number of divisors. The correct answer is 6 because it is its divisor are this. Okay. Huh. Ah. I have to what I have to return. So basically, when I have to return, so there are three inputs and 16 has five divisors. So what I have to print? Print the number of its divisor. That how many divisor it have. So if I consider this example, 16. 16 has 2 as a divisor, 3, and then 2, 3, and 4, 4 is 16. 4 is to power 4, 60. No, 4 is to power 2, 60. And then another one is, I think so, it's 16. Is there any? Yeah, it's 8. It's, it's 8 also, right? And there is 1 also, no? 1 also. Now, what one thing I know is that divisors will come in pair. So if it will come in pair, and what I know is that A into B is equals to some n, then A will be equals to under root of something, under root of something, or B will be also the under root of something. Or one thing also I can observe is that if A increases, B decreases. Yeah. So as I know that the divisors will occur in pair. So I know that 1 into 16 is 16, 2 into 8 is 16, and 3 into 4 is 16. So what I do is that if I run a loop from 1 to 60, total I have to perform, total I have to perform operations 16 times. But, but, if I run a loop till 3, like suppose if I get 1, now how can I find another number? Like how can I find 16? So what I know that 1 into b is equals to n, and here n is 60. So it means that b is equals to 16 divided by 1, right? And what is 16? 16 is n. And what is 1? 1 is a. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy, I know that my voice is low. But what can I do? Well, I put my mic here or something. So, if you want to start DSA, just go to GPT or Gemini and ask whatever the topic is. Okay. And make a schedule of that topic that you have to focus this topic for 1 week. Okay. You have to do this, which and how to start, what problem set. Okay. So first of all, there are two types of DSA. One is standard DSA and another one is that non-standard DSA. So if you talk according to the company that what actually the company will ask. So basically they will ask the non-standard DSA 80% and 20% the standard DSA. What is standard DSA? That you learn from that lecture or whatever. And what is non-standard DSA? That you tackle in a contest that uses some game theory or DP with masking or something or heavy math questions. Okay. So okay, I will tell you. So just don't focus on any lecture or whatever. Just go on GPT or Gemini and ask whatever the DSA topic is. Just learn it from there. Give one topic at least 1 week to master. Like there in array, There are multiple topics like prefix sum and sliding window two pointer. Okay, so put prefix sum and read it. What actually prefix sum, how to implement it using. So if you learn it from GPT or Gemini. Ask them that please add some math, because if you see the interview questions, you will see there are many too many maths is there. Okay, so just ask the GPT or Gemini to add some math into each topic. Okay, and then learn it from there. And for practicing, just go on LeetCode or Codeforces. Okay, so I will show you that what you have to do. So suppose if you are opening LeetCode. So I am also a beginner. I am not good at that DSA or whatever. But I am this logic I will follow, because I know that watching lectures will not improve your programming skills anywhere. So you have to write. Suppose if you learn prefix sum, so just write prefix sum here, and you will see that this section is open. So you have to go in this knowledge section, and in knowledge section you will see this prefix sum is there. So click on that prefix sum and don't just randomly go through each problem and see the solution. Here you will see that there is a section which is you have to click on this custom section, and there is difficulty. You have to set that difficulty and first try to solve all the easy question without watching the solution. Don't watch the solution. You have to think it like that you have already studied that topic from GPT or Gemini or whatever, or documentation. You can follow GFG documentation also. You can study it from there. And you know that this topic will carry this amount of concepts. So you know all the concepts. So it means that you have to solve the problem now. Now, if you are solving the problem and if you don't know the solution, just don't go on to the solutions or see solution. Give at least 4 to 5 days to think that what may be the possibilities that we can use here. If you are not able to solve problem currently or instantly, you can just shift to another problem and try that problem. So this is the only way you can improve, and you can it may take 8 to 10 months. And if you are trying to watch solution, then you can train your brain to see the solution. So maybe you will not improve. So and for code forces, you can do it like this, that basically, rather than doing too many questions or following some particular sheets, you can also do it, just go to the contest section. Okay. And in a contest section, you will see there are division. Okay. So search for division 4 here. That there is some division 4 contest here. Okay, as you are beginner, here you will see that there is a division 4. You can enter here, and when you enter here, there are some set of questions. Try to solve these questions. So if you see the interview, there are some questions which are not, or if you see the OA contest, you will see that there are some questions which don't require any data structure, that are called constructive algorithm question, and you have to think that what we can do with this question. So you will get that type of question here. So you have to focus that. Or if you want to practice some question, that rather than going on contest, you have to practice. You have to set the category here. So when you click on this, you will get 3500. Don't solve this. Here you will get 800 problems. Okay, 800 rating problems. Try to solve this question. Try to solve this question. And one thing also, you suppose if you don't understand the solution, take whatever required. Don't ask the chat GPT to please explain in lenient way or in Hindi or whatever, because this will not improve your programming skills, or this will not improve your problem solving. Because what happen is when you reach to some OA question or some contest question, it will present in English. And if you don't understand that question, then you will not solve it. So or in an interview, there is a possibility that the interviewer will tell that you have to don't open any screen to understand that question. Then what you will do? How will you open that GPT or Gemini to understand that question, what he will ask? So that's why. And okay, so what I've tell is that you have to solve 800 rating problems. Don't solve all these problems because there are at least 12 to 13 pages, and in each page there are 30 questions. So only solve 30 to 50 question, and if you understand that how we can solve that 800, then just shift to 900 rating problem. That's it. And 900, okay, so there is 900 rating also. There is 3 page, and if you reach after the 12th page, you will get 900 rating problem. This is how you can improve. That's it. Hey, do I just do you mind sharing a mind map? I'm a little confused. Uh, yes, I don't. Yeah. I just started with DSA. Do you mind sharing? One thing I follow is that there are many topics, and some YouTubers will teach that some topics, or maybe some YouTuber will teach extra topic which is not required. Okay, so what you will do is you will go to Gemini or GPT and ask that. Uh, okay, so my college is Cases Institute. Uh, let's forgot it, and I am in fourth year. So what you can do is go to Gemini and ask that what are the topics that is related to DSA and CP which will be asked in interviews or OA, and you have to create a list of that topic and then start studying about that topic. And I will already share that how you can practice the problems. You can create your own sheet also. You can ask from Gemini or GPT to create the 30 problem set for this topic, and he will create it and you can solve that also. That is the another way. Okay, so there is, I know that there are two divisors, and what I have to do is there is A and B, and now there is N. What I can do is I want to find B. I know that what is B is. B is basically N divided by A. So if I write N divided by A, then till which position I have to go? So if this is 16, I have to go till 3. So if I think about that, what is 3 here? So 3 is nothing. Basically, what I want is I can go to 4, and which is a square root of 16. So, sorry, square root or under root? Under root of 16. So I will get 4 here. I will get 4 here, and okay, I understand what I have to do. So basically, what I can do is that there is an input, and I can take, there are multiple test cases. I want to give that what actually the imager is. So I can start a loop and go still which position. So square root can also be written like this, that is equals to n, and I can start it from 1 or something. Yeah, 1. I can start it from 1. And now what I will know is I want to find the divisor, right? I want to find the divisor, that how many divisors are there. Int divisor, divisors, which is initially 0. So I got 16, right? If I got 16, then how can I find the divisor? How can I find the divisor here? Mm, How can I find the divisor here? I know that if I get 1, then there are two possibilities. If I am searching for 16, that how many divisors the 16 have. If I got 1, when I start the loop, I got 1, then I can divide it by 16 and I got 16 divided by 1 and this is 16 which is the another divisor. So basically I got two divisors, right? And now when I got 2 here and I can divide it by 16 by 2 which is 8. So I got two more divisors. Okay. And when I got 3 and I divided by sorry 16 divided by 3. What is 3? 16 divided by 3 is what? There is nothing. There is nothing. 16 divided by 3 is nothing now. Yeah, it's nothing. So basically this will not be considered, right? And now if I got 4, then another divisor is 16 by 3. Sorry, 16 by 4, which is 4. So I got 4 two times. So I have to consider it only one time. So two divisor is for this, two divisor is for this, and one divisor is for this. So one thing I will see that if I got the even number, right? Or not even number, if I got the square root of some number. So 16 is the square root. 16 has a square root which is equals to 4. So if I got some square value like 4 square is equals to 16, then I will put that value is equals to 1 time. Okay. So what I will do, I will see, I will see that 16 is not divisible by 3, right? So what can I do is that I will see that, hey, if my not n modulus, yeah, n modulus I is equals to 0. If it is equals to 0, then I will increase the count by 2, right? Count by 2. And one thing I also check is that I into I, right? I into I is not equals to n. Or I can also write it like this, that I is not equals to n divided by I. So there is a, okay. So if, and this is the one possibility that what I want is, so I will write it like this. So I will see that if square root, if I got the square root, means I is equals to n by I will increase the divisor count by 1, I think so, plus equals to 1, right? And now I will put this condition that if I got this value, means I is equals to n by I, it means that I got a square root, right? If I got a square root, I think so that time the divisor will be 1 because I don't have to consider this for 2 times. Only have to consider this divisor one time. And otherwise, if I get the I, when I divided the n modulus I is equals to 0, it means that if I got either 1 or 2, and when I got 3, so I know that 16 modulus 3 will not give me the remainder 0, so that's why I will not count it. And this divisor will give me the 2 result, and this divisor, sorry, yeah, the 2 will also give me 2 result, that 2 and 8, and 3 will not give me any result, and 4 is repeated 2 times. So whenever the square root will come, I will just put the divisor equals to 1 like this. So let's see if this will work or not. Okay, if this will work or not, let's check it. So there are multiple test cases. So there is 3, and now there is 16, and then 17, and then 18. Oh, oh, I have to print the answer, na? Wait, sorry. Devisors, and then ta, 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 ta. 3, 16, and then 17, and then 18. Well, I got 5, 3, 5, 3, and 6, 7. Oh, I got the 5 correct, but for 17, I will get 3 here. But I want 2. Why I got 3 here? So suppose there is 17, right? Will I start it from 2 or something? No, I don't think so. So I got 17. So 17 is only 2 does, you know, why I got 3? So I see I got 1, right? When I got 1, I got 17 also. So there is 2 divisors possible for 1, which is 1 and 17. I got 2 because into I is not equals to n, and n modulus I got 2 divisors, right? So I think so I have to put else here. Let's see. T 16, 17, 18. No, there is some issue. I think so. I got 1 and 17 as 1, and now I got 2 here. Now I got 2, and what I will see is that 2 into 2 is not equals to n. And as it is not equals to n, then 17 modulus 2 is not equals to 0 also. So I will not get either 1 or 2 to be added. So what is the square root of 17? So 16 has 4. Which college you are in what year? So I am in fourth year, buddy. I'm in fourth year. Fourth year is just started now. And my college is KCC Institute. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Uh, uh, what is square root? So I know that the 16 has 4 and 25 has 5. So it is something around 4 and 5, right? So for 17, I got something around 4 and 5. So it will reach up to 4 or 5. Will it up to 4 or will it up to 5? So maybe I think so it will take 4, I think so. So it will take 4, right? So for 2, I got next number to be a 17 by 2, which is not 17 by 2 or 17 modulus 2. Okay, so 17 modulus 2 basically. 17 modulus 2, which is equals to 1, I will not get that remainder to be a 0, so divisor will not add it. Now after that I got 3 here. So for 3, the modulus will be 3 into 3, which is 9, which is not equals to that 17. And as this is not equals to 17, so divisor 1 will not add, and divisor 2. So 3 will be not give me modulus equals to 0. And now after that, I will get 4 here. So I think, will I start it from 2? Will I start it from 2 or something? But when I got 1 also as a divisor, na? So for 16, what are the all possible divisors? Is there an explanation? For For example, x is equals to 18. The correct answer is 6 because it has divisor 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So basically 1 and 18, and then 2 and 9, and then 3 and 6. There are 6 divisors possible. So 18 has 9, but 18 has no square root. What's going wrong? 3, 16, 17, 18, 5 to 6. I got 7, and one thing I also get is that 3. How will I get 3? Because this will only run when I into I. What is the constraint here? So if I multiply, I got 10 raised to power 10, which is outside the integer range. Okay. Hmm. What's going wrong? If I started from 2, it will never consider the 1 value. So if I consider 3, 16, 17, and 18, I got 3, 1, and 5, which is totally wrong. Totally wrong. And I have to run it till square root. Uh, let's see that what actual divisor I will get. So I will print whatever the value is. Endel, not endel. I will print all the values, right? And see out I and n divided by I. 3, 16, 17, 18. So let's run it for only 17. So there is one test case which is 17. I got 1 and 17 and then 4 and 3. 4 and 3? But how? I multiply 4 into 4. So basically here what happened is 4 into 4. Is it equals to n? 17? No. It is 16, it is 17. They both are not equal. Okay. So another loop will run. Another will check if they are not equal. Then what I will do? I will do 17 modulus. 17 modulus what? I. What is I here? I is 4, na? So 17 modulus 4 is I got 1. If I got 1, then how this both get printed? Mhm. What the hell? How this both get printed? Because if I got I is equals to 4, and I know that I 16 is not equals to 17, so this will be true. And then I will check that 17 modulus. Okay, no. If this will be true, will it ever check this another condition? Yeah, it will check. It will check, no? Or will I remove this? Let's see. If I remove this, then what will happen? Will I get the same result? I got 1 and then there is 17. I got 4 and 3 and I don't know why the hell I got 4 and 17, 4 and 3 here. That how is this possible? That 4 and 3. What is 3? 17 divided by 4. Will I fix the n value? No. So how the hell 17 divided by 4 is equals to 3? How? From one, where does something here? I got 1 test case which is 17. I got 4 and 3. I got 4 and 3. I got 4 and 3 here. There is n which is 17. I got divisors to is 0. When I put I is equals to 1, I see that if 1 is equals to 17 divided by 1, which is hmm, how this will run. I know that 17 is not a square root of anything. As 17 is not the square root of anything, then this will not run. So divisor will not add up one time. Okay. Now I jump up to this. I see that 17 modulus 1 is equals to 0. Yeah. So I will print 1 and then 17. Now that's fine. Now I jump up to 2. When I jump up to 2, I see that 2 is equals to 17 by 2. 17 by 2 is equals to what? 8. I got 8 now. Yeah, it's 8. If I consider the floor value, I got 8. So as 2 is not equals to 8, then I will see if that 17 modulus 2 is equals to 0. No, nothing will be printed. And then I will get 3. When I got 3, I will check if that 17 divided by 3, what I got. 17 divided by 3 will be something around what? What? 7, 17 divided by 3. 5.6. And if I consider the floor value, which is 5. So 3 is not equals to 5. So I will check if the 17 modulus 3 is equals to 0. Never. So nothing will be printed. Now I jump up to 4. I will check if that 4 is equals to 17 divided by 4. So what is 17 divided by 4? 17 divided by 4 is equals to 4.25, which is equals If I consider the floor value, it is equal. So divisor will be added. So the divisor will be added. So I will not consider 4 also, I think. So there will be 3. There will be 3 and then 16, 17 and 18. Oh, I have to remove this. Ah, 16, 17, 18, 437. Again, I got the wrong answer. I have to consider this square root also, but I don't have to consider this 4.25. Hmm? If I multiply, then what? 4. For multiply, it works correct. But for divide, it gone wrong. But okay, okay, I can multiply now because I am using the square root of n. Na? So if the n value is 10 raised to power 5, then max to max my loop will run 100 times or 1000 times. But it will not run up to that 10 raised to power 5, that is 1 lakh times. So I think so this will work. Mm, Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Why wrong answer? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it will get accepted. Fine. Guys, for DSA, most of the item at a follows driver and for CP sheet for driver and for CP, you can start with CP31 sheet from okay, buddy, you can do whatever you want. But will IITN only focus on this driver and that CP sheet? Or will the striver learn from striver sheet? to get into Google. Hmm. How do you find the distance between two areas? Hmm. Uh, Given two array and an integer d, return the distance value between the distance value is defined as the number of elements such that there is not any number of element arr1 such that there is not any element arrj where, like, if there are array1. So first I have to understand this question, what the hell is this? So I've given one array which is some values and then another array which is some values, right? And the integer d. There is d. What is d? The distance value between the two arrays. Okay. So I have to return what? There is some d. What is d? I don't know. And there is some d integer, then there is two arrays that is given, and I have to return the distance value. Now first I have to understand that what is the distance value. Distance value is defined as the number of elements array I such that there is not any array 2j. Number of elements array 1I. Okay, so what is distance value? There are some element that is present in array 1. So the number of element in array 1 such that there is not any element in array 2. So basically the array 1 has some elements, maybe some elements, right? I think so. And the array 2 has some elements. I think so. And such that there is not any element in array 2. So if I pick any element from array 1, then I have to check in array 2 that if array 2 has element, then the difference between the two element is less than equals to 2. So basically what I have to do is like, भाई आज का डेली सवाल किया नहीं नहीं भाई नोप 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 Actually, there is a reason why I was not doing that question because I am also learning currently, and I am not completing my DP graph and tree portion, so that's why. uh, वो करो काफी टफ है अरे भाई कर तो करूँ लेकिन वही है कि फिर अभी उतना ज्यादा मेरे को डीएसए आता नहीं है बिकॉज अभी मैं कर ही रहा हूँ सीख ही रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरा ये डीएसए बिल्कुल ही नया साइड है मैं बेसिकली डेवलपमेंट ज्यादा करता था तो डेवलपमेंट की तो बैंड बज गई एआई की वजह से तो मैंने डेवलपमेंट फिर उसको कम करके ये डीएसए के साथ शिफ्ट हुआ हूँ मैं केसीसी इंस्टीट्यूट फोर्थ ईयर में हूँ सो भाई मैं डीएसए तो यार अभी मैंने जस्ट चालू किया है 1 डेढ़ महीने पहले ही और पूरे दिन ही करता हूँ मैं मतलब 12 13 घंटे तो करता ही हूँ ऐसा कुछ है डेवलपमेंट पहले मैं करता था मैंने प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह भी काफ़ी कुछ बना रखे हैं बट उसका कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग मैटर्स और एआई या कोड लिख ही देगा तो मैं क्यों लिखूँ तो मेरे को इस व्हाट आई वाज अंडरस्टैंड इन दिस क्वेश्चन इज वो गुड बडी गुड भाई बहुत टाइम है अभी करते रहो हाँ, करते रहो तुम भाई तो फर्स्ट ईयर में हो और ये है कि किसी फालतू चीजों में मत पड़ना क्योंकि कॉलेज लाइफ बहुत डेंजर होती है भाई कॉलेज लाइफ बहुत डेंजर होती है वही है बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्शन होता है वहाँ पे तो फोकस करना है कि तुम्हें करना क्या है वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है हाँ भाई 12 13 घंटे ही अब कुछ काम धंधा ही नहीं है भाई फोर्थ ईयर कॉलेज बंद हो चुका है कॉलेज जाना नहीं रहता तो घर पे बैठा रहता हूँ तो घर पे बैठ के यही सब करते रहता हूँ डीएसए वगैरह देख रहा हूँ इम्प्रूव तो हो ही जाऊंगा इतने घंटे क्योंकि यही है कि काम नहीं है ना कुछ करने के लिए तो और घर पे रहता हूँ पीजी हॉस्टल है नहीं तो दिक्कत नहीं है कुछ सब कुछ बैठे बैठे मिल जाता हाँ the distance value is defined so what I was understand from this question is that there are two arrays and there is some distance d which is given and then there is array 1 array 1 is some element and I have to pick that array I have to pick some element from array 1 and now I have to check in array 2 okay so in array 2 I have to check the element or pick some element and now I have to find the difference between my array 1 element and the array 2 element and if the difference is less than equals to d then I have to return I think so that how many elements are there maybe present in array 2 so according to this question I have seen that there is 4 and in an array 2 I can pick any element so I can pick each element suppose in a brute force scenario yeah I am prepared for off campus you already know that what actually the tier 3 will provide so tier 3 भाई उनको जो कंपनी भेजेंगे उसमें तो बैंड बज जाएगी भाई 2 2.5 लाख और 3 साल का बॉन्ड वो सब नहीं हो पाएगा मजदूरों की तरह काम नहीं हो पाएगा भाई काम हो जाएगा मजदूरों की तरह लेकिन पैसा भी तो मिलना चाहिए साला महीने का पता चले 10,000 रुपये मिल रहे हैं और कह रहा है कि 15 घंटे काम करो तो फिर तो खेल ही खत्म हो जाएगा so what I was seeing is that if I pick 4 here and I will see that in another array there is 10 right so I got 10 and if I got 10 I'll find the difference between the both I will get 6 now the distance is greater than 2 so as this is greater than 2 I will not pick it now for 9 I will see that distance is greater than again 2 so I will not pick it then for 1 I will see that distance is 3 so I will not pick it and again I will see that distance is 8 so it will be greater than 2 so I will not pick it fine And now if I see 5, for 5 and 10, I will see that 5 and 10, the difference is 5, and for 9, the difference is 4, and for 1, the difference is, and for 1, the difference is 4, and for 8, the difference is 3. I will not consider this also. Now for 8, I will see that the difference is here 2, so I will pick it. And then for 8 comma 9, the difference is 1. I can pick it. For 1, the difference is 7, and for 8, the difference is 0. So basically, there will be 3 as an answer, no? But I have to return 2 only. Why 2? The total distances are 3, but I will return 2. I have to return the, why I will return 2? The total differences that I found is 3 here. 8 minus 8, which is equals to 0. Is there anything given in this question? The distance value is, need to check the question again. Yeah. uh, I have to check the constraint, I think so. D is 0. Array 1 has minus 1000. Fine. This will be fine. The two integer array, array 1, array 2, and the distance is return the distance value between the two arrays. The distance value is defined as the number of elements array I such that there is not any element array 2 where hmm, so if I open this, suppose if I consider that ARR1 minus ARR2, which is less than equals to D, and if it is given mod, and if I remove the mod, then the range will become from minus D to D. And if I consider from minus D to D, then 0 will be there. And for 0, this will be considered inside answer, but you will not consider it. Let's check it. Why it will not consider, I don't know. Okay, okay, I have to call slash space. Okay, so basic is that int count, which is equals to 0, and it adds array1 dot size, and for there is one for loop in which I consider whatever the n is, and int value, the value is equals to array1 I, so I got one value, and now I can iterate over another array int j, and now this will be array 2 dot size, sorry, array 2 dot size. I will get array 2 dot size, and now I find the absolute difference between them. So the absolute difference if the absolute difference between the two elements array 2 j minus array 2, sorry, array 1 j I, or sorry, I have to put here value, can put here the value also now. And if I get it is equals to D, then I can increase whatever the count by plus plus. And as I have to return that how many pairs, how many total values are possible, will return count. Uh, if this will get accepted, oh, wait, I have to copy this. Mm, I can further optimize it, but first I have to check if this will work or not. I got wrong answer. I got output to be a 6. 6? How 6? Array 1 dot size and this is array 2 dot size. And now find the absolute difference between array 2. Oh, that's why. Think so. For, for I got expected to be 1, I got 10. Hmm. Hmm. Is there in this question when you were given that the distance value is defined as the number of elements such that there is not any element. I think so. There is something that I don't understand. I have to return the distance value is I have to return what? I have to return the distance value. The distance value is defined as the number of elements, array 1, such that there is not any element, array 2. I have to pick the element from array 1 and now I have to check in array 2 that I have to check in array 2 that how many elements that have distance between okay how many elements in array 2 such that there is not any element. I don't have to consider the duplicate, I think so. The distance value depends on the number of elements array 1 such that there is not any element array 2. So I have to return something from array 1. What I understand till now is that I have to return something from array 1. Hello buddy, hello, hello. So one thing I was understand is that I have to return something from array 1, not all count. Okay. And what I have to return, I think, basically. I have to return such that there is not any element in array 2. So I have to return something from array 1, right? Uh, and okay, and such that there is not any element in array 2. So I have to pick some element from array 1. I don't have to put the count here. Basically, this logic is wrong because I don't have to return any array or count. I have to return the count, but only from array 1, and I have to return some number of elements. That what I have to do, I think so, that I have to take one element, right? And then array I minus array j is less than equals to d, will it be correct approach or will it working or because here it is given that absolute difference between both the elements will be less than equals to d. So that's why. So I have to pick some element from array 1 and I have to check in array 2 that if there is any element where array I minus array, if I pick that element, okay, I can have to return something from array 1, one thing I know. Second thing I know is that I have to pick some element from array 1 and I have to check in array 2 if there is any element. If there is any element which has distance less than, uh, okay, okay. So what I have to do in this question is that suppose if it is given that here it is array 1, right? And now it is 4, 5, and 8. And if I consider the array 2, so there are 10 and then 9 and then 1 and then there is 8. Now if I consider this 4 and now I will find the difference between the elements. So I will see that I got 10 here, I got 9 here. So if I subtract 4 and 10, I got 6. If I subtract 4 and 9, I got 5. And if I subtract 4 and 1, I got 3. And if I subtract 4 and 8, I will get what I will get? I will get 4. So basically, I will see that if I find the difference from all the elements, I will never get that distance is less than equals to 2. So there is one element that is from array 1 and which is this is the element which is from array 1 and such that there is not any element in array 2. So for 4 there is no any element in array 2 which has distance less than 2 equals to d. So that's why I have to return, I think so, the one element is 4 and another element is 5. So I don't have to return that how many elements have difference less than equals to d. I have to return that how many elements have difference not equals to d. Okay, so I have to return this. So for you need to keep track of elements so that they are unique. You need to keep a track of elements. Yeah, we have to track it. We have to track it. Unique so that they are unique. Not unique, unique. No, no, we don't have to check the uniqueness, I think so. We have to first write the brute force approach. Then we will think about that what we have to do. What I was thinking is that what is the brute force approach is that I can, there is array 1 dot size and then I can start a loop int I is equals to and then I can also calculate the array 2 size. So it n2, sorry, n1. So, okay, I will iterate over or I can travel over an array and it can start. We can solve it. Don't lose your hope. You can solve it. You can think about it. Maybe some pattern will be coming, or we will recognize it that how we can solve it. We understand that we have to return something from array 1, and we also know that we have to pick one element from array 1, and we have to check that for that particular element, there is no element that is present in array 2 which has distance less than equals to d. So what I was observing that if what happen is If I take array I element and then if I take array j element, then what I will do, I will just found the difference, absolute difference, right? So I will put 2 here and then there is absolute difference. And now what happen is if that absolute difference is less than equals to k, then it means that I have to break this loop because there is some element that I found find the distance, found the difference which has sorry, I can already found the two elements which I take the difference and that difference is less than equals to d. So that's why I don't have to consider that particular element. So I have to stop the loop. And when I stop the loop, it means that I can break the loop. I don't have to check for further elements. So okay, so I will break the loop. But what if I reach up to last index? So it means that there is no element. I have to put the count of that particular element, that this element has no difference. So I will create a count here, which I put equals to 0. And as there is a j loop, I will I will put that j outside here into int j which is equals to, or I will put j here, I think so, and then j. Okay. So when I come out from the loop, I will check if j is equals to n2, right? If I put j is equals to n2, it means that this j loop will get over and it will never get breaked. Okay, if it will never get breaked, then what does it mean? I have to increase the count. So I will increase the count and simply return that count, I think so. So maybe this will work. Let's see. Control C. Yeah, this will work. This will work, but this is not the optimal approach because the if I consider the time complexity, it will take in a worst case scenario, this will run if I consider the array size to be n1 and n2 for both the arrays, then the time complexity will be in a worst case, this will be n1 and in a worst case scenario, this will be n2. So overall time complexity will be big O of n1 into n2. And if I consider the space, then space complexity will be big O of 1 because we are not creating any array. So this will be the brute force approach. But this will not be the optimal approach, maybe. So will we optimize it? Will we optimize it? uh, so what I want, if I want to optimize it, what I can do is I can do uh, how can I optimize it? If I really want to optimize it, how can I? Mm, I want to optimize it, I have to remove one loop. It means that in just one operation, uh, if I consider this example, why for 4 there is no difference? If I take the minimum element, if I take the minimum element, hmm, What can I think? I know that if I find the absolute difference between the two elements, right? If I find the absolute difference between the two elements, and if I want the distance between the two elements or the absolute difference between the two elements to be less than equals to d, check out the description page. Explanation is no, 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 no. I will not check the description. Okay. Solution. What? Check out the description page. Explanation is better. Oh, I will see. I will see. I will order. Oh, I have submitted that. I have submitted that solution and it will be accepted. But I want to optimize it more. I was thinking that I can optimize it or not. If I can, maybe. If I see the discussion page and if I know the solution, then how my mind get improved. For one question, I at least give 3 to 4 days. And if in 3 to 4 days I will not reach up to the optimal solution, then I will read the hints. I will read the hint or maybe the intuition from discussion or or from somewhere else. Uh, yeah, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think if I study about that or not. If I want to, if I directly jump to the solution or a discussion, and maybe my mind will already know that after some time that I can see the solution, so he will not put 100% of its effort. So that's the problem for future. So okay. Uh, oh, okay. My lead code profile is, let me show you. My lead code profile is Anurag07 Raj. Can check. Absolute difference. How can I optimize it? If I know that, if I know, if I know the minimum element from array, what I know that the minimum element from array 2 will put, okay. So if I take any element, suppose any element from array 1, okay, any element, wait. If I take any element from array 1, from array 1, if I take any element from array 1, right? And now, if I take the minimum, minimum positive element, not the negative element, because if I take the negative element and if I found the difference between the two elements, I know that this will add up and give me the value which is near to the D or greater than D. So if I take the minimum positive element, okay, A minimum positive element or maximum positive element? Minimum or maximum? Minimum or maximum? Minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. Okay, not minimum. I will pick whatever the maximum element is. Maximum positive. So what I will do is I will pick any element from array 1 and check that what is the maximum element in array 2. And now, hmm, and now I will check that if there is no 10, then from 9 it will be happen, and from 8 it will also happen. So if I use stack or a monotonic decreasing stack, can I solve it with the help of stack? Can I? But in a worst case scenario, that I have to pop out elements, na? I have to pop out the element. So in a worst case scenario, if I popped out all the element, it will take big of n time because I have inserted n elements inside it. So maybe there is no better approach, or maybe there, I will think about it later. Let's jump up to the next question. Two team composing. Two team composing. Oh, what the hell is this? You have an student under your control, and you have to compass exactly two teams consisting of some subsets of student. Each student had his own skills, and the ith student skill is denoted by integer AI. Ah, I followed, will check out later. So doing DSA consultancy. So for a meeting also. I have this channel for updating this. Sure, buddy. Sure, sure, sure. I will also follow you. Wait, I'll follow you later. Just focus on this question. Will you understand the approach that how I can solve this question? Or may I explain you what I was thinking? Any roadmap? Okay, so there is simple roadmap. Just understand this. There is a roadmap that you have to go onto the GPT, okay, and ask for I have to prepare for write any company that what you want to join. Okay, so suppose I want to join Google. So I have to prepare for Google and I am beginner. Tell me all the topics that I have to master in DSA to reach there. So you will get everything. So there is algorithm, iteration, complexity, then there is array, whatever the array is, then there is string, binary search, linked list, stack, queue, hashing, recursion, backtracking, trees, binary trees, heap, greedy, graph, and then dynamic programming. And then there is try, bit manipulation, segment tree, Fenwick tree, disjoint set, advanced tree, advanced graph, advanced string algorithm, number theory, computational geometry, advanced DP, miscellaneous. You will get each topic. Now, what you have to do is just select this section and copy this. Or just if you want to study each topic as you have, yeah, lot to learn. So if you want to learn a single topic, if you have too much time, or maybe if you study 10 to 12 hours a day, so then you can follow the schedule that you have to select a single topic that I want to know about variable, and now you have to copy this. So explain me and give some questions from LeetCode or code forces to practice this topic. That's it. So he will explain whatever the thing is and he will provide you the assignment also. Now learn it from there. Okay. And learn it, and it will provide you everything. And it will also provide you the questions. Now, just after revising that topic or after learning that topic, just jump up to the question, try to solve it. If you are not able to solve it, then ask for hint. Don't ask for solution, just ask for hint. If you are not able to solve after getting hint, then maybe you can watch solution as if you are in initial phases. If you know the topic deeply, then you must give some time, at least 1 to 2 days to solve that particular problem. Think about it, or don't waste 2 days, whole 2 days to solve that particular problem. Think about 2, 3 hours. If you are not able to think, then just leave it and think about that question day after tomorrow or tomorrow. So, this is how it actually works. One thing I assure you, if you watch only lecture and lecture and lecture, you will never learn anything. And this is not a machine learning course or a what we say development course that you can know that what is React, okay, and you can write this code will be work. This is all about problem solving, and problem solving is come from practice and practice and practice and know lot of patterns. So basically, this is the core engineering, which we call as math. And in maths, knowing the formula will not solve any problem. So that's it. You have to use a brain. So this is the only way. If you watch good lectures, it will not improve you anymore. It will tell you that this is the basics. And also don't follow easy paths. Like easy path is that, okay, if you are learning, then you can understand this in Hindi or something that if you are not able to understand. But try to understand in English because if you see this question will not be present in Hindi. And if you try to understand this in Hindi, then what about OA? In OA, you will get the question in English and in this notations will be used. And if you don't know that notation, how you can solve it? So that's why. Try to understand that what is this written, what does this mean. That's it. Everything will be in English. If you want to really master DSA or improving your problem solving skill, then understand each and everything in English. You have N students. Okay. 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 So there are N student. I have N students. Now what I have to do is under your control and you have to compose exactly 2 teams. So I have to what I have to do, I have to divide the team into two parts, okay, consisting of some subsets of each students. Each student, so will I have to divide the team into equal parts? And you have to compose exactly two teams. Okay, exactly two teams. Each student had its own skills. The ith student skill is denoted by integer I. So basically, there is an array which is given. So what I can understand from this is that there is an array, and inside that there are some elements. Okay, there are some elements, and this element will represent the student of ith skill. It means that the student ith means if I consider the zeroth index, the 4 will represent the skill of the zeroth student. So s- same as that, that if I reach up to the 1 index, the 5 will represent the skill of what? The skill of first student. Okay. So this I understand from this particular section. So about the team, firstly, this two teams should have same size. Okay. So I have to make the equal teams. Okay. And two more questions. The first team should consist of student with distinct values, distinct skills. So, okay. So just repeat some value and take one more elements. Okay. So one, and there is another one. Okay. So it is given that I have to divide this array into two parts. Okay. And both the array, if I divide it into two parts, I got two arrays. So if I take two arrays, then in both the arrays, they are equal elements. And it is given that in one array, I want all the distinct skills. Means that all elements are distinct. So maybe it will have 3, 4, and 5. And another thing that is given is the second team should consist of students with same skills. So it means that 1, 1, and 1. So this is how I can split it. I have to remove this too. Okay. Note that uh, it is permissible that some student of first team has the same skill as a student of the second team. Okay. Okay. So maybe this line will say that, okay. So what I have to do is I have given an array. Okay. And now what I want is I want to divide this into two parts. And in one array, I want to store all the distinct element, and in another array, I want to store all the same element. Now, if all the same elements will be stored in one array, and if any element that is same as that particular array elements, and it is left because the size will become equals to n by 2, so I can put it inside another distinct array. Right, I think so. This will say that. So here it is given an example that 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4. This is not a good pair because both don't have same size. Now, if I consider 1, 1, 2, they have two distinct elements, sorry, two similar elements. So this is also not a good pair. Now I got 1, 2, 3, which is which is distinct, and here two are duplicates, one is distinct, so this is not a good pair. And this is a good pair because one array has all the similar elements and one array has all the distinct elements. And this is also a good pair because there is one distinct and this is one similar. So I have to return, you would ask you to find a maximum possible size x for which it is possible to compose a valid pair of t. What? What? Uh, that's a maximum possible size. Okay, so I have to return the maximum possible size of an array right now. Hmm. Okay, little bit typical, little bit. So I got, so suppose if I consider this example, uh, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, yeah, I can think about it. But how can I use the binary search? How can I think about the binary search? So I have to return the maximum size. To answer space is from the size to be a 1 up to the maximum size of an array. So this will be the answer space. Now if I find mid, uh, th- uh, the mid will tell that this will be the array size where uh, all the elements are distinct in one array and all elements are same in another array. Okay. So I will make the array of n size, n by 2 size, 2 array. I'll make the array, okay. And now n by 2. So if after that I will iterate over an array and I will firstly I will store all the oh wait, find min and max for mid size equals to mid. If it is possible to create a subarray of mid size with given condition, mark and do it I equals to mid plus 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. Let me think. Let me think. Hmm. So there is. So I found mid, and this mid will be the array size. And now what I will do, I will just put or I will just check how many distinct elements, sorry, how many duplicate elements are present. So I will count all the duplicate elements. But how can I count the duplicate elements? What is the size? There is one way to check all the duplicate elements that I don't know if it will work or not, just thinking out loud. Okay. I was also thinking that that what I can do is that I will create a array of n by 2 size and just put all the duplicates element, or I will find how many duplicate elements are there, and I will see that I will put what is the size of my array n by 2, and I will check how many duplicate elements are present. And if I put all the duplicate element in n by 2 size array, uh, yeah, how can I think? Like, suppose if there are some elements 1, 1, 1, 1, and then there is 2, 8, 9, and something. Now I will find how many duplicate elements are there. Uh, somehow I find that how many duplicate elements are there. So I will get that duplicate element are total 5. So duplicate element will be 5. And now, what is the array size, which is 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I will get 8 size. So n by 2 is equals to 4 here. So I will store. I know that in n by 2, all the element which has same values will be stored. So there is one array which stores all the duplicate that this 4 will be stored. And now I will left with how many elements? I will left with total duplicate. I will left with total duplicate minus n by 2 elements. Sorry, not duplicate minus n by 2. Yeah, I think so. Duplicate minus n by 2 elements. And this I will left inside this. So duplicate is total 5 and n by 2 is 4. So I will left with one element from this. And I will left with n by 2 elements more. So will I left with n by 2 elements? Yeah, I will left with n by 2 elements which are distinct. Or n by 2? No, I will not left with n by 2 here. I have to check after removing the duplicates that how many elements are left. So n minus duplicate. So I will left with total duplicates are 5 and n is 8, which is 3 here. So I will left with 3, and I will check if I am able to store all this element like 1 plus 3, which is 4, inside n by 2 or not. If this is not, then I will increase the size maybe. That I was thinking. Let's see if this will work or not. Ah, so there will be an answer space that there are multiple test cases and then there is array. I'll find, okay, I have to change it to the nums, I think so. Wait. Hmm, int start, which is equals to 0, and int end is equals to nums dot size minus 1, and there is while start is less than equals to end, int mid is equals to start plus n minus start by 2. Okay, and now what I will do, I somehow have to find how many duplicates are present. So how can I find the duplicate in big of 1 operation or big of n operation? That how many duplicate elements are present? Oh my God, how can I find it? Uh, if I short, oh, if I short it, it will. uh, I know one approach, but uh, let me create another array. What I will do, I will create another array which is ARR. Inside it, I will put nums dot begin, comma nums dot end. And now there is int I, which is equals to 0, and int dot, sorry, I will put this equals to not 0, 1. And then I will run a for loop in and j, and which will be start from 1, and it will go till ARR dot size. So what I was thinking that if I put what I will put, if I will see that nums of I minus 1 is not equals to nums of j. So okay, then what I will do, I will put nums of okay. So I will move the j. So let's see. I will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 1. I will see. Now I have to put all the duplicates element forward. So what can I do is that I will put two pointers, right? One pointer here and another pointer here. Uh, 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 if it is equals, then I will perform this, I think so. So I will see that I minus 1 is equals to, okay, I think so I have to put equal here. Let's see if this will work or not. So what I was thinking that I will see, okay, my j pointer is here, and now I will check what is the value at that I minus 1. So I will see that the I minus 1 is 1. So I will not move my j pointer. Okay. Sorry, I will not move my I pointer. I will simply move my j pointer. Now I will see that, okay, now is I minus 1 value is equals to the j value. Yeah. So if these are equal, what I will do at nums of I, I will put I will put nums of j, somehow find a value and the count, and based on it count values are sorted. If mid is greater than first count itself, then we can return false there only. If not, check if it is possible. So find the value and the it count, and based on it count values to divide it into mid-size array. I guess this is one approach. If I find a somehow find a value and then it count, and based on it count values are sorted. Based on it count the value is sorted. Okay. And if mid is greater than the first count itself, then we can return false. Mid is greater. Okay, so basically we can create pair. In pair we can store the element with their occurrences, right? And uh if what if now I will find the mid, and if I see that if that mid value is greater than the first count, then there is no way. So okay, so if it is greater, then then I have to decrease the size, no? Means I have to move towards left. I think so. Why we return false here? Because if I get uh if I get yeah, if I get greater value, then it is also given in the question that you have to put all the elements, all the similar elements in one array. And if the some elements is left, you can put this inside another array also. So if I put it inside another array, or there is a one possibility that I was not talking about, that if this value is greater than 1, suppose if there are duplicate element, it will be 6, suppose 6. And now I want to store the 4 elements inside this. Okay, inside another array. And now I will left with 2 elements. Now if I left with 2 elements, then I can put it inside another array which carry distinct element. And now here there are 2 duplicates are present. I can store it inside distinct. So this will give me wrong answer. So maybe at that time when the duplicate is greater than, or I will left with elements greater than equals to 2, then also I will return that this mid will be not possible. I think so. Let's see. That what I was doing is that nums of j, and what's the issue? What the hell? Nums of j, nums of j. Oh, I have to perform this in nums or array? Array na. Why I perform this in nums? Yeah. Okay. So I will put array I is equals to array j and then move that j. Move that I. And this is how, like, let's say there are 1 to 4 elements in here. Uh, then its shorted way count will be 2, 5, 4, 3, 3, 1, and 1, 1. Okay. Then in this case, let's say if mid is 6, then it won't possible. So return false and j is equals to mid minus 1. Yeah, we can do that. Try that approach. If it works, then tell me that this will work or not. I was thinking something else. I was thinking about that. How can I solve it uh, in log n? If I found mid, mm, So this is how I can find now. If I see that it duplicates, I will get the duplicate element. Duplicate is equals to whatever the I plus 1. So this is index and plus 1 will give the total number of elements. So I got total elements to be this. So this is the amount of duplicate element. Now what happened is I found the mid. I found the mid, right? After finding the mid, calculate the size. Will I calculate the size? So what is wait 5 size? So for first one I got 3 as an answer. So mid will tell me that this will be the array size. After getting this to be an array size, and what is this? This is actually the one array size, right? Okay. Uh, so int new array size 1. Now new array size will be mid, whatever the mid value is, and so array size will be num size minus 1 or num size, or array must be of one size, no? So num size. I have to return the array size, not the indexes. So array size 1 to be a mid and array size 2 to be a nums dot size minus 1. Not, oh, what the hell? Mid. Now I've got two array size. Now in one array, what I will do is I will store all the duplicate elements. I know the duplicate count. Okay. Now int duplicate left. So how can I calculate the duplicate left? That how many duplicates that I have left. So in array 1, new size array, there are some size, and now after that I will put all the duplicates there. So if either I will left with some duplicate or maybe some negative value. Okay, so I will find the absolute difference between the new array, what the hell, new array size 1 minus how many duplicate elements I have. I have this much duplicate element. Now, if I found a difference, and if this difference is less than equals to 2, if duplicate left is less than equals to 2, sorry, it is greater than equals to 2, then what does it mean? It means that suppose my array size is of, now according to mid, my array size is of 5. Now I have duplicate elements to be a 3. Now duplicate elements to be a 3. Now I can store 3 duplicates element here. So 1, 2, and this 1, 1, 1. Now I will left with 2 places. So if I left with 2 places, what does it mean? It means that I have to store 2 distinct element there, right? if I store two distinct elements, then this will be the wrong answer, right? Now, another thing is, then if suppose my array size is 5 and my duplicate element is 7, now I store 5 elements. I left with two elements, two duplicate elements. So what can I do? I can store the two duplicate element inside another distinct array. So if I store two same elements in another array, then that array has no distinct elements only. They have one duplicate element. So at that time, also this will return false. So at that time, what I will do, I know that if this will be the possibility, if this will be a possibility that duplicate left is greater than equals to 2, then either what I have to do, will I have to increase the size or decrease the size of an array? That's the issue. What can I do? If I get the positive absolute difference, sorry, positive value, then I have to increase the size because I have too much elements left. And if I have negative value, sorry, if I have sorry, if I found the difference between the new array size, which is mid, and the duplicates, and now I subtract it. After subtracting, if I get the -2, suppose if I get -2, then what does it means? It means that I have subtracting and I got negative value, it means that my duplicate is more. So as my duplicate is more, then what I will do is that increases the array size because I have more duplicate elements. I can store this value and go, rather than finding absolute value, I think so I have to put the whatever the value. So if I get the negative -2, -2. So what does it mean? It means that I can store this answer. Answer is equals to mid. Then this may be possible answer. Int answer is equals to start. And then it means that I have left with some duplicates element. So I will do start is equals to mid plus 1. And else I will do end is equals to mid minus 1. I think so. Let's see if this will work or not. See out, answer, enter. If this will not work, I don't know. I don't know. Then we will think about something else. It will fail. I got 7 here. I got 5 here, 1 here, and then 4 here. Oh, I got totally wrong answer. Because, oh, what? I will get the maximum to be the size of an array. And it's wrong. I got the size. Wow. Why I get maximum to be size of array? I will left with some elements, right? If this is the duplicate element, mm, Maybe I interpreted this question wrong. I know that if I get more than two duplicate elements, I can store one of them inside another array. Or it is not required that I have to put all the distinct element or all the duplicate elements. I can possibly put, oh shit. Basically, what I have to do, I have to create an array and I have to put elements. And in one array, I just have to put all the distinct element, whatever the distinct element is. And in another array, I have to put all the duplicate elements. So I think I have to see that is that i- is it possible to put all wait. Suppose what I want to create a maximum size array, right? Uh, Not maximum size array. Firstly, I will find how many duplicate element I have. Okay. So what I will do, that I have this much duplicate elements are present, and now I will not store all the elements. Okay. So I will put one duplicate element in one array and one distinct element in one array. So okay, let's think about. So what I've seen that 4 2 4 1 4 3 4. I got this. Now what I was thinking is that first I will find how many duplicates I have. So I have total duplicates will be 4 4 4 4. So I got four duplicates. Okay, and how many distinct element I have? So distinct. So totally I have how many elements I have? 7 minus 4, which is 3. So I have three distinct elements. Yeah. So I have three distinct elements. So now I will create one size array. And now I will put one duplicate and one distinct. One distinct. Okay. One distinct. So this is till now, this is the maximum size. So maximum size will be one. Now I will create the two size distinct array. Sorry, two size array. So I have totally how many duplicates? Four duplicates. I will put two duplicates here. Four and four. Now I will check that will I have two distinct present? Yeah, I have two distinct element. So I can. Oh wait. Okay, so I will put that two distinct here. So I will get two distinct. Now this is the maximum size. So I got maximum size to be two. Now I create three size array. So if I create three size array, I will put all the duplicates. So 4 4 4. And now I will left with three distinct value. I have three distinct values. I will store whatever my distinct value is. Can you show the question? Okay, wait. Wait. Hi bro, keep it up. You're doing great job. Can you give any tip for beginners? CP? No, this is something else. I think so. I opened something else now. Yeah. Can you show the version? Yeah, this is the version, buddy. Two team composite. I was thinking about the approach. What can I do? That okay, I have three duplicates present. So I will create a three size array. Also, I have three distinct elements. So I will put two, one, and then three. So till now, this is the maximum size. Yep, yep, buddy. Hmm. 1335C. Yeah, 1335C. So this is the maximum. Now I will create the four size array. So if I create the four size array, I have four duplicates. I will store it, but I don't have four distinct values. So this will not be the possible answer. So the maximum will be three. I will return three. So what will I store the elements? Or will I have to do something else? I found mid, right? I found mid, and now I will check if there is a possibility that I can put duplicates. Uh, Wait, I found mid. After finding mid, what I can do? I know that this is my array size. Now I will try to insert all the duplicate elements, and I have to check that much how much bigger my array is. So I will store the duplicates. Okay, I store all the duplicates in one array. And now I will check that how many distinct I have. Will I store it? So suppose, okay, let's try this. So there is a start, which is equals to 1. And now there is an end, which is equals to 4 and then 3, which is 7. I got 7. Now I find the mid. I found the mid and 7 plus 1, 8 by 4. I got 4. Okay, so I have to create 4 size array. Will it be possible or not? First, I have to check if this is possible or not. So how can I check it? Hmm. How can I check it? And if this is possible or not? So I will store all the duplicates. Or will I store it or will I check if there is a possibility that I can store all the duplicate elements or not? Uh, hmm. What can I do now? So I know that my array size is 4. I can store 4 duplicates or 4 distinct elements inside an array. So I check that I have 4 duplicate element or not. So if I have 4 duplicates, I can store it. Just store the 4 duplicate elements. Okay. Now, now I will check if I have 4 distinct elements also. No, I don't have 4 distinct elements. So as I don't have 4 distinct elements, then I will return false. Means I will check how many duplicates I have and also I will check how many distinct I have, right? I think so. I will check how many duplicate I have and I will check how many distinct I have and I will see that I have 4 duplicates so that I can create a array of 4 size which has all the duplicate element, but I don't have 4 distinct elements. So this is not a valid array because both array size to be equal. Now, okay, so I will find, so I have, so don't have 4 distinct element. So that's why 4 size is not possible, and what I will do that I have to decrease the size. So it means that end is equals to mid minus 1. So end is equals to mid minus 1 means start is equals to 1 and mid is equals to, no, end is equals to something, no, end is equals to 3. So I again calculate start is equals to, sorry, I will again calculate the mid, and mid I will get to be at 2. I was thinking about, I have new to CP lol code forces others. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It looks like this, what we can do. This is also not responsive. You have seen that if I submit some problem and if I am checking some solution that where my question is gone wrong, then my whole solution is screen is going out of the screen. So this is little bit uglier also as we compared with lead code. Ah, but this is how it is. So okay, uh, I got mid to be a 2, and now I will see that will I have two duplicates? Yeah, I have two duplicates, so I will store it. So 4 and 4, and now as I store two duplicates, now I will check. Will I have two distinct elements also? So if I have two distinct element also, I can store it. So let's take any distinct element. So I can take one or two, and I know that okay, so I have two distinct also and two duplicates also. So this will be my possible answer. So in answer, I will store that yeah, 2 will be my possible answer, and start is equals to mid plus 1. So I will do start is equals to mid plus 1. So now my next start will be what? Mid plus 1, which is equals to 3. And now my end, which is equals to 3 also. And now I will find mid. Mid is equals to 3 also. Now I will check. I think the answer is like minimum distance distincts, comma, maximum number of duplicates. Will this work? You can try it. If this solution is getting accepted, then tell me that if this will work or not. It uses binary search. It uses binary search. Okay, so I will check if that I have three duplicates. Yeah, I have three duplicates. I can store it. And will I have three distinct? Yes, I have three distinct, so I can store it. So what I have seen that, uh, yeah, try. So okay, so I have three distincts and three duplicates, and I will store it. And so star. Okay, so answer will be for current scenario. Answer will be equals to 3. And then start, I will increase the start to be a mid plus 1, which is 4, and end to be a 3. So start is greater than end, so loop is getting over. Okay, I was thinking little bit that what I can do. Let's try on another question. If this will work on this, then maybe this will be the possible answer. So the answer will be 0 also, na? What the hell is this 0? If the array size is of 1, I will return 0. Simple. Maybe. Maybe. So I will calculate how many duplicates I have. So duplicate I have is 3. So how many distinct I have? Distinct. So I have total 1 distinct element. Now what is start? Start will be considered to be a 1 because arrays of 1 size. And end to be considered to be a what? 4. And now I will find mid. So mid will be 5 plus 1. sorry, 4 plus 1, which is 5, by 2, which is 2. So I got mid 2 by 2. So I will see. I will see that yeah. क्या कर सकता हूँ? Okay. So I have made means I have two array size. Okay, 1 and 1. I will store it. And now I will left with one distinct element. So one thing I will also check here is that if I have amount of duplicates and if I don't have distinct element, so what I was thinking, if so so I will found the duplicate left, duplicate left. So duplicate left will be the total duplicate minus minus Smith. I will find it. Now what happen is I will find that I will store this amount of duplicate in this section, and now I will left with this duplicates. Okay, so in this I am left with one duplicate. Now I will check. Okay, so I don't have this amount of distinct element. So one thing I will also check that if I don't have this amount of distinct element, will I left with any duplicate, right? So I will check. Okay, I don't have mid amount of distinct element. What? Okay, I don't have this amount of distinct element, but will I have duplicate left? If yes, then I will check. I will check if but no, bro. Don't uh, wait. I was thinking something. I was saying that message and then I forgot what I was thinking. Wait a moment. If yes, then I will check that uh, distinct plus one. If I will left, if I will left with distinct, um, ah, what I was thinking. If yes, okay. So I have suppose I have four duplicates or one distinct. So so how many duplicates I have? I have four duplicates. So I will find that I have five size array. So I will find that I have three. What is it? I am solving. You can also solve it. Just try the thing. So there is a question that there is a school in which there are some amount of students. Okay, and each student have some skills. Okay, so the suppose there is given a 4 2 4 1 4 3 4. So the zeroth student have a skill which is equals to 4, and the first student had a skill is equals to 2, and so goes on. Okay, so what we have to do is that we have to create two equal size array. Okay, and in one array, all the elements are distinct, and in another array, all elements are duplicate. Means here, if you see here that there are four, which comes four times. So this all are duplicates. And if we see one, three, and two, which are distinct elements. So what I want is I want to create an array in which all the elements are duplicate, and in another array all the elements are distinct, and we have to create a maximum size array so that in both the arrays the distinct elements and duplicate elements are equal. So we have to do that. Okay, so suppose if you see here, 4 has 4 time. So 4 has total count of 4, and 1, 2, 3, which are distinct elements, have total count of 3. So if we create an array of 3 size, so in one array we can store 3 fours, and in another array we can store 1, 2, 3. So if you see, then in one array all the elements are duplicate, and in another array all the elements are distinct. So we have to return that size of array. That what is the size of array. So I am not teaching here. Basically, we are practicing, and as I am getting bored, that's why I come live. That maybe I get some colleagues to solve or for doing some time pass. So I'm not a teacher, buddy. If yes, then I will check if okay. So I have mid, which is equals to 3, and I can store what? Love you, buddy. Love you. So okay, I will get mid, and mid is equals to 1. I will store total 3 elements, and I have to check if there is a possibility that I can create two arrays. So I have one distinct elements, right? One distinct element, and now what happen is in another distinct element, I can put only one duplicate. So I will check that if distinct plus 1, okay. So what I was thinking, okay, if yes, then I will check if that distinct plus 1 is equals to mid. If it is equals to mid, then I will return true, whatever true, else I will return false. Okay, so let's check it if this will work or not. Okay, I so first scenario is that first I will find whatever the duplicate is. I think so. I will find it. So this is the duplicates. So okay, and now I will do one thing also that if so will I require a new array? I think so. I don't require new array, no. There is no need of new array. Remove it. Put it equals to nums. I will just change in original array. Nums. Now I'll check that if my n is equals to 1, I will return false, or C out 0, and then I will return it. Okay. Now another thing, I know the duplicates, I know the starting value and then ending value, and what the start and end is. Okay. So I will return. Now what I was thinking, what I actually doing. So, so I will create if is possible, is possible, is possible. Inside that I will pass whatever the nums is. No, it's not required. I know the duplicates that I have this much duplicate, and then I will calculate the distinct values also now. So distinct will be equals to whatever the n is, and n minus duplicates. So I know the distinct value also. So I will pass everything. So duplicate. I will pass the duplicates, I will pass the distinct also, and then I will pass whatever my mid value is, that this much size, I have to create an array, and okay. And now, if I get the right answer, that this is possible, then I will store it inside the answer, and I will do start is equals to mid plus 1. Else I will do end is equals to mid minus 1, right? And in last I will return answer. And in a worst case scenario, what I was thinking is that start will be 1 or answer to be a start. So let's create another bool which is possible int duplicate duplicate int distinct distinct, and then int not int, it's int na int mid. So what I was saying is that if first I will check if my mid is equals to, is it equal? uh, okay, not equal, I will check. Yes, my solution is correct. Wanna check it out? Okay, I will check it. Can you share the whole solution here? I was thinking about something else, that how I can solve it. Or is this a Python code or CPP code? That, or is this a one-liner that we can just find the minimum between the distinct and the max number of duplicates? Okay, and okay. So what I will do, I will check that is that I have this amount of duplicates. If yeah, here you should post it. Just paste the solution here. No, no, it's not one liner. Okay, okay. You can paste it here also, so that anyone who is watching this can also see the solution, that what the solution is. My solution is kind of like greedy. Okay. Yeah, it look like. But can you solve it with use of binary search if you are not using that uh, greedy approach? Or what is the time complexity of this? Oh, okay. So what is the time complexity? Okay, so it will be log n. Na? Okay, that's good. If you solve it, that's good. I was still thinking that how I can solve it. Big of n, big of n plus 1. If you are using binary search, then how? Okay. So big of n plus 1 means big of n complexity, right? So can you solve it in log n approach? Because if you consider the array size of 10 is to power 9, then maybe it will take how many operations? 10 is to power 9 operations. And if you want to solve, yeah, for storing key value hash map, okay. And for binary search to get x is big of length, so total is, so basically time complexity for storing key value. Okay, so you are using hash map also, na? So the space complexity is big of n also. And then time complexity for storing all the elements inside the array will be big of n. See, you have to store the frequency anyway. So it, but what's the need of storing the frequency? Like, what we want is we want how many duplicates are there and how many distincts are there. So if I, and yeah, and I think so there is only one duplicate. There are not many duplicates, I think so. Because in one array, I want only one duplicate element. So if there are multiple duplicate, how we can store it? If you are not using frequency array or hash map, how will you know the count of duplicate? So we can, okay, we are learning about the slow and fast pointer in an array, na? So in this, that how we can, what we can do is we can, uh, there are n duplicates. Actually, I was using this. What I will do is that I can, uh, if I was thinking that there is only one duplicate element, because I want to create another array which is only similar elements. So that's why I was thinking that there is one duplicate element. So if there is one duplicate element, if there are multiple duplicate element, there is no way we can create this. Hey guys, new into coding, can you like give me tips to which YouTuber would be good? No YouTuber is good, buddy. No YouTuber is good. So first of all, what do you have to learn? See, the constraint n max is 10 into 2 into 10 raised to power 5, and is it at max 10 raised to power 6? So we can n duplicate at max. Okay. So this solution is accepted. If it is accepted, then it's good. I was thinking that there is only one duplicate. That's why I can use this approach that I can place in play. I will do in place and store all the elements forward, and after that I will check how many duplicates are there. So as I move, okay, so yeah, it will take big of n time, no? I was doing the same thing. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I was thinking that it will be solved in login time only. Huh. So I was you are using the frequency map or edge map also, so we will store the count, that how many duplicates are there or how many elements are totally present. Mm. So let's see. Let me think that I was thinking about something else that I know that if the C++ though, like you're looking so cool, man, solving this shit. I cannot understand one word. Ah, buddy, I was starting just 1 month before. It's fine. Uh, First of all, don't rely on any YouTuber. So if you are into DSA or competitive programming, there is one rule: don't rely on any YouTuber, because that YouTuber is also not watching lectures when he gets selected into some company. Like if we consider Striver, or if we consider like Coder Army or something, can he will watch the lecture and get into that company? No, he will solve the problems, and he will learn the concept from someone will learn from GFG documentation, someone will learn from some other places. So okay, I will see your solution. I will see when I just lose my hope, then I will see your solution. I will give at least 2 to 3 days to solve that question, and in 2 to 3 days, if I am not able to solve, then I will watch your solution. Want me to share my approach code? Let me know once you try from your end. Okay. Uh, you can just paste your what ID, whatever your ID, and I will see whatever the solution is when I am totally lose my hope that I can not able to solve this question. Okay, and I can follow you also. Because at least I have to wait 2 to 3 days to solve this. So yeah, I will give the advice that please don't rely on lectures, and I will already tell that how you can learn any topic or how you can become better in data structures and algorithm. Try to understand the solution in English only. Don't try to understand the solution in easiest way because it will somehow make your mind dull, right? If you are not understand complex things, because you have to think complex and you can understand it easily, then how you can think about complex things. So the learning way is that you can use GPT or Gemini, whatever you want, and what you have to do is just uh, write this prompt, basic prompt that, wait a moment. You can write it that whatever company you are preparing for, just write it. I have to prepare for this company and I am beginner and tell me all the topic that I have to master in DSA to reach there. And he will tell all the topics and whatever the topic is. And if you have too much time, then you can start with one topic that you can select this topic and go there downward or in a prompt and you can write this that variable explain me and give some question from LeetCode or Codeforces to practice. And this is how you can improve in data structures and CP. That's the only way. So if you can, hey guys, you can give your whatever the Codeforces ID. Yes, I can follow you there, and I can whenever I lose my hope, I can see the solution also. Ah, okay, so I was thinking that if okay, it's 6 p.m. I think so. I have to take some break because I was doing it from last 4 or 5 hours, and I have to take a break. And you can paste your IDs, buddy, so that otherwise, if the stream is get over, and then I will not receive your ID. What the ID is? So please. So I am live for 5 to 10 minutes more, and you can paste it. So mid, what I was thinking is that if my okay, if I have more duplicates, if I have more duplicate than mid, then there is a possibility. And if I have more distinct than mid, then also there. So I will, if both return true, else if another possibility is if I have duplicates is more than mid. Check it out. Okay, yeah. So if duplicate is greater than mid, into left duplicate. नो कोर्स, कोई कोर्स नहीं किया भाई। जीपीटी से पढ़ा है, जीपीटी जेमिनाई वहीं से पढ़ा है। हाँ, एकदम वर्स्ट केस में अगर बिल्कुल ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि भाई ये क्या बोल रहा है, तो यू कैन फॉलो whatever lecture you want. As you are in beginner phase, you can follow any lecture like Striver or Coder Army. Okay, if you don't understand anything what GPT is telling or Gemini is telling, otherwise, if you are dedicated enough, then you can study it from there. And yeah, understand this. initially you will not able to solve any question, okay, and you got frustrated, but if you solve more and more problems you can understand the pattern and at one time. अच्छा कॉलेज, अरे कॉलेज वाले कुछ नहीं सिखाते, कॉलेज वाले कुछ नहीं सिखाते भाई, कॉलेज वाले बस डिग्री देते हैं। तो मतलब मेरा कॉलेज तो टायर 3 कॉलेज है, और वो सिखा भी रहे तो आई डोंट नो, मैं वहाँ पे कॉलेज से तो खैर मैं कुछ नहीं सीखा हूँ, सिंपल। सेंट यू मैसेज। ओके, आई हैव लेफ्ट डुप्लीकेट। Keep doing it. I was also studying. Yeah, buddy. I was taking break in 5 to 10 minutes. It's 6 p.m. and I have to reach to my friend's house. So I will close this stream in 5 to 10 minutes. And left duplicate. How many duplicates I have left? So I have to calculate how many duplicates I have left. So I have this much duplicates, and I will find it. I will subtract the mid. I know how many duplicates I have left. Because if they are not greater, then else if what? If duplicates. What did duplicate minus mid. And left duplicates. Duplicate minus mid. I got duplicate minus mid. Fine. Oh, I am from KCC Institute. So the KCC Institute in Greater Noida, and it is tier 3 college. एक रोड में बता दो, मैं 93 जा रहा, कैसे अच्छा प्रोग्राम बनूं, क्या करना चाहिए इंटर्नशिप के लिए, कोडिंग में बस बेसिक्स आता है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग नहीं होती। ओके, सो देखो भाई, अभी तुम जा रहे हो, ठीक है, अभी बिल्कुल फर्स्ट ईयर में, तो एक चीज कॉलेज में ध्यान रखना कि हवाबाजी बहुत होती है, बहुत ज्यादा। ठीक है, तो ये होता है कि बहुत बच्चे डेडिकेटेड रहते हैं, वो तो कर लेते हैं, और बहुत बच्चे डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं। तो फ्रेंड्स बनाओ, ठीक है, कॉलेज में फ्रेंड्स बनाना, लेकिन ऐसे फ्रेंड मत बनाना जो तुम्हारी संगति बिगाड़ दें, क्योंकि अगर संगति बिगड़ी तो वो इधर उधर ले जाएंगे और तुम्हारा पूरा सब कुछ बर्बाद हो जाएगा। सो ट्राई टू मेक कोडिंग फ्रेंड्स, जो कि हैकाथॉन्स में जाएं, कोडाथॉन्स में जाएं, या जो एनकरेज करें कि भाई मन नहीं कर रहा तब भी वो कहें कि भाई कर ले कर ले, ऐसे दोस्त बनाना, वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। और रही बात इन सब चीज़ों की, तो वो तुम्हें कॉलेज में सीख जाओगे, और प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग आप इतनी जल्दी ऐसे अचानक से इम्प्रूव नहीं कर सकते हो, उसको सीखने के लिए आपको कब टाइम देना पड़ेगा, इट रिक्वायर्ड 8 to 10 months अप्रॉक्स। दिन रात करना पड़ता है। और इसमें प्रॉब्लम, हाँ, इंटर्नशिप की रही बात, तो इंटर्नशिप तुम्हें मिल जाएगी, इंटर्नशिप मिल जाएगी, हाँ। कोडिंग, हाँ, ये जनरल एडवाइस, और कोडिंग का तो बस यही है कि भाई तेरी कोड फोर्सेस भी मैक्स रेटिंग क्या है? अरे मेरी कोड फोर्सेस की कोई मैक्स रेटिंग है ही नहीं, अभी तो भाई मैं 900 पे हूँ, 900, 899, तो कर ही रहा हूँ इम्प्रूव। कोडिंग में कुछ नहीं करना, अब वहां पे जब जाओगे तो एक चीज और है कि बहुत ज्यादा डिस्ट्रैक्शन होता है। डिस्ट्रैक्शन मतलब कि भाई कोई बोलेगा डेवलपमेंट कर लो, कोई बोलेगा मशीन लर्निंग कर लो, कोई बोलेगा कुछ कर लो, कोई बोलेगा कुछ कर लो, फिर लास्ट में आके पता चलेगा कि करना डीएसए था। क्योंकि कोई भी कंपनी आके वही पूछने लग जाती है, डीएसए और एक और चीज सिस्टम डिजाइन, ये दो चीजें, तो ये दो चीजें पूछती हैं। तो भाई डीएसए को सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रांग रखना। और हाँ, देखो तुम पाइथन में मत करना भाई, अगर तुम्हें सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना है तो पाइथन में डीएसए मत करना, ठीक है, क्योंकि बहुत सारी कंपनीज ऐसी हैं जो मना कर देती हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि पाइथन में इतनी सारी इनबिल्ट लाइब्रेरी है कि आपको इतना सारा लॉजिक लिखने का जरूरत ही नहीं है, ये उल्टा सीधा कुछ कर रहे हैं उसी से सॉल्व हो गया वो। और रही बात जावा और सी प्लस प्लस में, तो वो टोटली डिपेंड करता है। जैसे कि मैं भाई अभी थर्ड ईयर कंप्लीट हुआ है, फोर्थ ईयर में जस्ट आया है। पहले मैं डेवलपमेंट कर रहा था, लेकिन और मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलपमेंट करी, बहुत कुछ सीख डाला उसमें। ठीक है, फिर पता चला कि भाई वो तो एआई कर दे रहा है। तो डीएसए चालू किया है, तो 1 डेढ़ महीने हुए हैं अभी। तो कर रहा हूँ, इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा। और हाँ, सी प्लस प्लस और जावा में ऑप्शन है कि अब तुम्हें जाना किस साइड है, कि क्योंकि देखो, जो कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग है, तो क्या हुआ कि यहाँ पे मान लो तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, तो तुम क्या करोगे, डिस्कशन फोरम वगैरह पढ़ोगे, डाउट्स वगैरह देखोगे। तो इसके ज़्यादातर तुम्हें जो कोड मिलेंगे वो सी प्लस प्लस में मिलेंगे, क्योंकि सी प्लस प्लस फास्टेस्ट लैंग्वेज है। ठीक है, सी के बाद और रस्ट के बाद। ठीक है, तो इसके तुम्हें ज़्यादा कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग के सॉल्यूशन मिल जाएंगे रादर देन जावा। ठीक है, तो इसीलिए अगर कॉम्पिटिटिव इन्वायरमेंट से देखा जाए तो सी प्लस प्लस को ज़्यादा प्रेफर किया जाता है। और अगर तुम डेवलपमेंट साइड जाते हो या स्केलेबल बैकएंड वगैरह बनाने के साइड, तो वहाँ पे जावा प्रेफर की जाती है। तो ओवरऑल डीएसए तुम, अगर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर शिफ्ट करना है, कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग साइड नहीं जाना, तो तुम जावा कर सकते हो। लेकिन अगर तुम्हें कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग भी करना है और डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स भी करना है, तो सी प्लस प्लस आई वुड प्रेफर। दैट्स इट। हाँ। हम्म। तो इंटर डुप्लीकेट मैंने निकाल लिया, और देखो, अरे भगवान, पीठ टेढ़ी हो गई भाई बैठे बैठे। ओके गाइस, सो आई थिंक आई हैव टू टेक अ ब्रेक एंड मीट यू सून। भाई आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं। अरे भगवान, थक गया मैं। चलो गाइस, बाय बाय। व्हाट? क्या? दिख रहा है क्या मेरा सबमिशन? अरे अभी कहाँ दिखेगा, देखा ही नहीं है। देखूंगा, अभी देखूंगा। थोड़ा ब्रेक लेने जा रहा हूँ, उसके बाद मैं देखता हूँ सॉल्यूशन क्या है। पर नहीं नहीं, अभी नहीं। मैं थोड़ा सा ट्राई कर लूँ, और अगर एकदम नहीं हो पाएगा फिर मैं सॉल्यूशन देखता हूँ। अबे कहाँ गया यार, कहाँ से क्लोज होता है? चलो गाइस, बाय 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 बाय। मुझे बुक से नॉलेज अच्छा लगता है, कोई बुक सजेस्ट कर दो इससे रिलेटेड। डीएसए की कोई बुक नहीं है, मतलब ऐसा कोई पर्टिकुलर तुम्हें बुक नहीं मिलेगी कि हाँ ये पढ़ लो, और पढ़ने भी जाओगे तो उसमें इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्स तरीके से लिखा गया है कि वो तुम्हें समझ में ही नहीं आएगा कभी कि क्या लिखा है वो। ठीक है, तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि तुम अभी ये जेमिनाई या जीपीटी जैसा कुछ फॉलो कर सकते हो, या फिर तुम एक डॉक्यूमेंटेशन फॉलो कर सकते हो जीएफजी की। तो जीएफजी से पढ़ सकते हो। बट बुक तो नहीं है ऐसा कुछ। बुक्स में है, बट कुछ में कुछ मिसिंग है, किसी में कुछ मिसिंग है। तो ये चीज